Yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The play fake. Here's Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Darryl Roberts right there on the coverage.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Shedding the tackle. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers completing it to the right side. Johnson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 32-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead.
Brett Maher on for the extra point.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Todd Gurley, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to sling this deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on second down. Jackson flushed out right. That's complete to his speedy wideout, Goodwin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Johnson. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Kyle Duggar on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 33-yard line.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Jets 7, Patriots nothing.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 30. All right. Check. Shoot. He's coming. Double up. Hey, black.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And that's thrown to Perriman out wide. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards is the pickup there. They'll have a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Let's go. Right now. You got 58. 53.
On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breshad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Show it. Slam. Jim. I got this, me. I got this.
A first carry now for Khalfani Muhammad. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle made by Derek Rivers. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now Balaj. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Johnson, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers forced out to his left. He can run, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Aaron Rodgers, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. First down and more for Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 39-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go play action now. Jackson steps away to his left. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over first down.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And 3 at the 21-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Open man is Denzel Mims. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Able to connect with Mims. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
At the 34-yard line.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and the Jets set to receive this third-quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He was trying to get it to Denzel Mims that time, but it's going to be second down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
26.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 50 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
First down.
On first down, it's Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
The 43-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson rolling to his right. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Gurley. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front, they got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
He'll buy some time right. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and goal. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. Here's Jackson. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. Fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag? You just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Perriman with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Patriots 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
The ball comes out. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Hey, check 26. Check 4. Number 12. 36. Check. Run right. Back one. Check. Over here.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. On play action, Rodgers. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The kick by Maher is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. 41. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Trying to improvise. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A gain of 26
A good
yards.
pickup there, 26 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from one 37-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. New England on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Alert, alert. 69. Mike 28. Here we go, D. Here we go.
4th down, here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any point. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now the second down throw on target. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And it's third down.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Arnie. Warrior 17. Mike 28. Man out.
Operating from the gun. Jackson, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to. Because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
At the 43-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Rodgers throwing here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
At the 19-yard line.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. On play action, it's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Yeah, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile,